Hello YouTubers, beer geeks and beer hounds alike. Bill here. We're going to do a beer revisit slash re-review because I did this beer some time ago and it was from a bottle, so I finally got it in a can and I just thought it would do it justice, hopefully justice, to re-review it from a can, because I do believe that the beer is preserved better in a can because of the light, doesn't get to it to diminish the hops, and also cans don't leak at all. They're like little mini kegs. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it and do a aroma test on it, and then a sip, and then I'll reveal the beer that I am revisiting. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this puppy now. Okay, hopefully you won't get a glimpse of it here. I'm sure you've probably already seen it in the title, so if you haven't, don't look at the title. Okay, because it's funner this way. Alright, and I do remember I did like this beer, and I think since then it's also, the company has been taken over by a different company. They got bought out, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think so. So here's the beer. Okay, and let me get this light over here real quick. It looks a little dark. Yeah, maybe that'll help somewhat. Yeah, it helps some. So really big, nice looking head on this thing. Really tight looking, creamy, frothy, and silky. Got some ice coming off the glass there, and we have a pretty much a crystal clear kind of copper amber color. A little darker than amber, I'd say. A little more like a copperish looking amber. A lot of bubbles streaming up there. Good looking beer though, for sure. I mean, definitely a nice looking. Alright. Yeah, that looks really good. Nice West Coast looking beer, IPA, very nice. Alright, changing it up a little bit on the channel here, trying not to get stuck in a loop, a rut. Try to, don't want to do the same thing over and over and over. It gets boring, you know what I mean? So let's check out the aroma. Get some nice, some nice pine notes. Getting some malty notes as well. Kind of sweet. Whoa, some nice sweet malty notes. A little spice in there too. Some kind of spice. But mostly pine and a little bit of floral. With some maltiness with spice in it, some kind of spice, it seems like. Let's get a little more in here. Really happy when I saw this in a can. Really stoked. And by the way, look at that head. Wow, that's really good looking. This beer, it does come in at 9%, so it's an Imperial IPA. Okay. Beautiful looking beer though. Would you look at that? I mean, if you didn't read the label by now, I wonder what you'd think this was, huh? Good smelling though. I'm gonna get a hit. Cheers. Wow. This puppy's gonna kick my ass because this is a big bomber can here at 9%. So it's probably like almost 17 ounces. Okay, it says they're so small, but yeah, 1 pint plus like 3 ounces or something like that. I can't read it, but anyways, big bomber. Taste pretty much follows the aroma. I'm getting like a sweetness in there, like almost like a molassesy kind of sweetness, hoppy, piney, molassesy kind of sweetness. I know it sounds weird, but that's the only way I can describe it. touch of caramel sweetness. This beer is fresh too. It's only maybe got like a month and a half on it. The best by date's not till the middle of April or March of 23, so it's fresh. Nice sweetness in there. Nice piney notes. It's not like really like pine. It's more like a sweeter kind of pine. You know what I mean? It's pretty hoppy, man. This is pretty dank. It's actually warming me up. I'm gonna take this thing off. I'm getting hot. Take this off real quick. But look at the head retention on that thing. It's really soapy looking. Really nice. Last train home. Almost like a. It's definitely not fruity at all. This is a hoppy, piney, kind of dank kind of hop, marijuana-ish kind of. It does sort of have that budget craft beer kind of quality to it, though. I mean, it's a bomber, and I think I paid like $3 for it. So the price is definitely a budget craft price, and I think the beer quality probably has a budget craft beer quality, I would say. I definitely wouldn't say this is like a top shelf West Coast style. Definitely not the best I've had ever. Imperial IPA, West Coast style, but it's damn good for what I paid for it. I mean, this would be a good go-to if you're on a budget and you want a good bang for the buck. Definitely this one, and I definitely think it tastes better from the can into the glass, for sure, hands down. Look at the rings on that puppy. Just a touch of booziness, just a touch of raw alcohol note coming through. Definitely not 100% hidden, the alcohol, but as I get along, it might disappear. It might be hidden better as the beer warms up. So it's got a medium mouthfeel, really smooth, pretty damn easy drinking for a 9%er. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal. I don't know why that word's hard for me right now. I'm going to reveal this beer. Get it right someday. And this is the 90-minute Dogfish Head Imperial IPA. Okay, that's what this is. Excuse me. Sorry, my manners. It says it's continually hopped throughout the entire boil and balanced by a powerful malt backbone for a pungent, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, pungent hop flavor. It's pungent. Nice way to put it. It is pungent. Very pungent IPA, but in a good way. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest in there. And I'm pretty impressed with this budget craft beer, I must say. For what I paid for it, this could be a go-to, definitely on a budget, for sure. I mean, it'd be better than quitting, right? They are from they're brewed and canned by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, Milton. I can't say DE, I think it says. So I don't think they did. Maybe they didn't get bought out. Maybe it's still Dogfish. I don't know why I was thinking Goose Island, but no, maybe it's still Dogfish Head. So if it's not, let me know. I mean, in the comments. But what a cool looking can too, huh? Look at that. I have no idea what it is, but it's trippy. I just wanted to revisit this beer because it is in a can now, and I do think that does make a substantial difference. I think it tastes better now. From what I remember, this is much better. The beer does have a nice sweetness to it. It's very hoppy. If you're a beginner, this might be a little much for you, really. This is a pretty serious IPA. It's a pretty serious, good value too for the money. I mean, this is hard to beat. For what I paid for it, this is hard to beat, really. This is giving all the big breweries a run for the money, for sure. So that's pretty much what I got on this puppy. Reviewing it and revisiting, and with that said, I'm going to rescore it. So on a scale of 1 to 5 star, 2.5 B and C average, I want to give this a solid 4.3. I think it is that freaking good. Look at that, solid. Yeah, that tastes really good. Really good job, man. So 4.3 it is. That's my story. I'm going to stick with that. I can't remember what I gave it when I had it from the bottle, but I don't think it was 4.3. But I think it is 4.3 now, and I like it. I'd buy this again. So you know the deal. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I post something. I'll try to keep that steady flowing as best I can. And thank you for stopping by, checking out the vids. I do appreciate it. Have a great evening, day, morning, wherever you're at. Appreciate y'all. Catch you later. Cheers.